Hey, Gary.
Hey guys, welcome to Tapping In. I'm so glad to talk to you. We had a few little technical issues besides doing my hair, and we got through them. We got through them. We fixed them, didn't we, Dean? It's
Yes.
amazing. You guys are really smart, and I figured out that Tenoch is the smartest one in the crowd. You know, and then he admitted that he just always wanted. He basically, how do I say Tenoch was lazy when we first met Tenoch, right? And I'm like, well, I ended up carrying his bags. He was my road assistant, and we were on the road like 90% of the time, and I'm carrying Tenoch's bags. I'm like, what is up with you? What is going on? And he just admitted, he says, well, I figured out I'm smarter than you guys, and so
That's
so
it. He
this
was using you the whole time.
yeah, who would have thought? And to note, you're not talking. You quit talking. And
Oh no,
so,
I'm listening to the wisdom.
oh, you are. Yeah, see, that's my point. And you're so smart. You're actually sarcastic with it. You're like, hey, whatever. I get it. I'm smarter. I'm smarter than you guys. I'm smarter than you guys. Well, you have
Never.
the most. Well, you have the most wonderful mom and dad in the world. I love them. And so, are they still as nice as they always were? I
Oh,
mean,
even nicer. Absolutely. Yeah.
really? Oh my God, move them in with me, please.
Okay.
That's perfect. There we are.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, let them come to North Carolina for a few months. And
Oh
so,
yeah.
and I'm sure I'll eat some really good food. You're an amazing cook. You actually are. You really are. You're an amazing cook. And
Well, I
so,
got that from my mom for sure.
wow.
But my dad too. He would just
Yeah.
throw stuff together and all of a sudden it's delicious.
Your dad's such an artist. I mean, Dean has a lot of your dad's artwork actually hanging in his side of the castle. So yes, he and Michelle have your dad has amazing artwork. I mean, he really does. He's a
Hanging,
great art,
hanging in my office
great.
upstairs.
Yeah, he's a great artist. And so anyway, tell him hello and I love him. And we have Michelle's mom with us tonight. And so she's with us for a minute or two. And here we are. And
Hi,
so
happy 4th.
hey, happy 4th of July. So there we go.
Happy 4th of July.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. And so, what's really crazy? I asked the question earlier. I asked that question earlier, off the air. I said, what happens? I mean, you guys have, 400,000 nephews, or Michelle does, and nieces and things and stuff. And so these, I guess, are all grandchildren of yours. And I have never seen a more beautiful family in my lifetime. True.
Oh, you're so
True.
Thank you, Gary.
And I'm a busy boy. I know probably I don't maybe I know a couple million people at least. And so I mean, wow. What happens if one of your grandchildren or something or great grandchildren or wherever all this ends up with everything going on, right? What if they throw an ugly kid?
They're gonna ship it back to the Philippines.
Will you give it back? I mean, will you?
Yep.
What happens?
It's on a
You got
first
to.
flight back to the Philippines.
He's like, they'll send him back to the Philippines or disown him. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah. I'll,
I was,
I'll,
I
I'll,
think I was the ugly duckling growing up.
well, you're not now, so that's great.
Thank
And but no, I mean, you have the most beautiful girls. You have all girls, and you and your husband are absolutely gorgeous, and
you.
and so but the whole family is really freaky good looking, and so is that a Filipino thing? I mean, is that like we got the Filipino gene, or were you on the good looking side of the railroad track? I mean, how what makes that happen? What makes that happen? And so, tell me your secrets. Tell me the secret, please.
I think it's in the gene.
Oh.
You think it's in the gene? It's genetic. It's just genetic, right? Okay. Your husband has the most amazing full head of beautiful hair, like Michelle's hair, your hair, but he looks like, I mean, he looks like a supermodel for his age. What? Right?
He's got real
Yeah.
thick hair.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
cut it just the other day, and it's still growing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And you have all these beautiful grandkids. I mean, Storm, of course, I love very much. And because I figured out at like 9 years old, Storm can see God as easy as I can. What makes that happen? Who, and so you really want to ask the question, who is Storm? Who is
Mhm.
he? Who are you really? And so the other day he popped in my head for a minute, and it was like, or more than a minute actually, and he was conversing with Travis on the other side,
Oh, yeah,
bizarrely.
he was really attached to Travis. He loved Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was like, but it seemed like they were having a conversation among themselves that was like something like, you know, like they knew they knew each other. And it was on some deep, crazy level of spiritual enlightenment, amazing. And so I was like, wow, and Michelle, I see a lot of times with you and I, when we sit and we talk, and you can see God as easy as I can. You really
Yeah,
can.
and
And
he
and and you can see angels, you can see people on the other side, you can see anything that I'm seeing while I'm seeing it, you're seeing it. You can see everything spiritually. You can see it, you can hear it, um, you can feel it. You have all the senses of that. We don't, Dean don't like to talk about it, but Dean can do all that too. And Dean always could. And with Dino, can we put him on at the same time? Can you guys do the thing where you're on at the same time? And so, and
that
so,
is
but
nice.
yeah, but Dean could do the same thing. And this is the reason, that, with you, Dean, the way we figured out how to, write the book, Secrets on God, Your Keys to Heaven, which it has a lot of knowledge. I think the most brilliant spiritual book in the world is the book of Enoch. Okay? The book of Enoch talks about the 10 heavens. We have the 10 dimensions in this book that teaches you how to get through the 10 dimensions of earth and reach heaven to where you can talk to God. That's crazy, right? Well, I never read the book of Enoch. I'm pretty illiterate in a lot of ways because God told me don't read, learn, listen to me. God said you don't need to read anything spiritual if you can talk to me like you can. Well, duh. And that's really true. I look forward to the day where I can just sit and read books and read books and read books. God said you'll have that time in your life. I'm like, oh, I look forward to that. And so, but Michelle, you can see everything. Dean can see everything. What are the chances that you guys got together? Other than I said, I recognize you guys are soulmates. You have this amazing soul connection. And so, but I mean, you can see heaven. Dean can see heaven. And Dean has an identical twin. So when he was a little kid, Dean, remember you would ask Darren, your identical twin brother, hey, oh my God, do you see the demon at the foot of the bed or whatever? And your brother would say, shut up, leave me alone, go to sleep.
See anything. So I
Yeah.
learned how to ignore it for most of my life. So
Yeah, and when I met you, you really did.
I
You
did.
really ignored it, and I started, you started kind of listening to, stuff I was doing on the radio and whatever, and you went, I can do that,
Hmm.
and I've always been able to do that. What makes that happen, guys? What makes that happen? What makes, you know, Michelle's nephew Storm be able to see, hear, and talk to God as clearly as he did when remember he was in a spiritual retreat in North Carolina with his mom and and divine, and he was here, and he was just chatting with God, like, hey God, what up, high five, you and me, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And like, wow. And so before long it became very evident that he was really doing it. So all the retreat, I mean, frankly, your nephew stole the show. And I was happy. I was happy to let that happen and promote it and pitch it and push it and all that stuff. Because I want everybody to realize that's possible to actually talk to heaven on the other side. You can talk to your loved ones on the other side. You can talk to your angels on the other side. And you can certainly talk to God Himself on the other side. And a lot of the religions have taught, no, you can't talk to them, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I happen to know, Michelle, your mom has the gift of prayer.
That is so
And
true.
ye-
Miraculous prayers, this one.
yeah, like if you pray it, it'll happen.
Yes.
So it's miraculous manifestation because you know why? You believe it 100+%. You actually believe it 1,000%. When you're saying a prayer and your heart's in it, and that's the only time you pray for stuff is when your heart is in it. And so you're made of something. And I think you said this earlier. I said, how can you have that many pretty children and pretty grandchildren that are like, and I'm making jokes and going, what if you throw an ugly one? Geez, you'd have to give it back or something. I don't know. And so, but you said it's genetic. Well, I think your spiritual gifts are genetic as well. I think yours are, Michelle's, certainly. Dean, in your family, your mom and your dad are pretty amazing. Were pretty amazing. Your dad's on the other side, and your mom is amazing. And so she's like, she just kind of gets it. I mean, and, which is was really cool. And even your twin brother's come around and has used his abilities in the last minute here
Yep.
and seems to be aware of them. So this thing is real. I mean, it really is real, and I think people are finding this out and figuring this out within families, and they're realizing that their intuition is amazing, and they're listening to it more. I'm gonna ask your mom this, okay? And so, Mom, I'm gonna ask you, do you how much do you listen to your intuition? Do you listen to your intuition every day?
Yes.
Oh, good, good. I know you like your guys' hobby is winning money at casinos,
Oh, yeah.
right?
She goes to
And
the
you,
Yes.
and you're really pretty good at it. And so it's in a kind of a freaky, like I can't believe it sort of a way. And so because they always tell me when you guys win a jackpot and stuff. And so do you have intuition when you're going to win money at the casino? Do you know it? Do you feel it?
Yes, I do.
She just told me the
Wow.
other day, she goes, I have to go to the casino because I got to go win my money. I'm going to win tonight. I go, oh gosh, Mom, okay, fine. I go, just go gamble. I was like, don't get mad if you don't. No, I'm going to go get my money. She
And then
goes
I did.
and she won her money.
Yep, I came
Uh,
back with $500.
Good.
I
Just
told
started
her,
with
I
60
said,
or
I'm gonna
something.
win. I said, because I know I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
You know
You
what?
felt it.
Because I'm a generous person, I help a lot of poor people in the Philippines. So I give out my money to them. I said,
Wow.
because I have to send money to the Philippines, I have to go gamble. I know, I said, I'm gonna get it. And then I did. I came back, I showed Michelle, look.
She even gave me money too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
thanks, Mom.
I gave her $60.
From the and she sent money after that to the
I said,
Philippines. I'm like,
see,
oh,
I
that's so
won. I
sweet.
told you I'm gonna win.
So, Dean, the only thing I want to know is how do we get on the list?
You just have
She
to
prays for you
really,
guys.
yeah, you really have to ask for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
I have my own shrine. Dean knows I pray every night to
Hmm.
my
Yep.
shrine. And
Yes.
I pray for everyone though, not only for
Mhm.
myself. I
Hmm.
even pray to bless our president, bless those poor people out there. And
Yeah.
I manifest for everybody.
Well,
That's
it
why
works.
when my own family asks me, "Can you pray?" and I do, and it comes through.
I know. I know. They tell me everything. I know. I've watched it. I've watched it over the years, and I think it's amazing. And so you have magic in prayer. You have the gift of prayer. That is a gift. That is a spiritual gift. Like I'm always talking
Really
about.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
the gift of prayer is a gift. And so I just want you to pray for everybody watching the show. Can you say a prayer and just pray for everybody watching the show?
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
yes.
Say
Go
it.
ahead, Mom. Say it right
It's
now.
you're on. You're on.
Everybody's watching.
Oh,
That
you
you can
mean
Yeah.
you want you
Yeah.
to say a
Just
prayer right now, Flo?
yeah.
Yeah.
Say a prayer right now for all those people. All and me too,
Okay.
especially me.
Okay. We're all gonna pray.
Dear God, Lord Jesus, Mother Mary, Our Lady of Manawag, my dear Santo Niño, please bless everyone that's in this show and that are listening to you. We have to give them blessings and make them all, give them all good health, long life, happiness, love, and peace. Amen.
Oh, amen.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna okay. Now I'm gonna dissect this a little bit, which is the word dissect is weird, but I'm going to. I was watching on the other side
Yes.
Ooh.
while you were praying, okay, and I could see what was happening, and I was watching it, and I saw movement, and then I finally was able to focus when you said Mother Mary,
Yes.
right? I saw Mother Mary do this.
Lord Jesus.
I
Yes.
saw
Oh.
Mother Mary turn her head and look at you.
Oh.
Okay.
I love
And
that.
and I was like, whoa, okay. And then I saw Christ
Yes.
come in, and then I saw God come in, and then I saw the angel Michael
I
show
thought
up.
you're like.
Did
Yeah.
you see him? What did you
Yeah,
say,
I
Michelle? You saw?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah.
everything you're
Okay.
saying, I saw the same thing.
You saw
Yeah.
right because that's what was there, and so that's my point, guys, and everybody watching this. That's how Dean and I wrote the book, Your Keys to Heaven. If I could see it, and I realized he could see it, we wrote it down, and we asked God, and God said, "Yeah, tell everybody that." And so that's the reason. Read this book. It's a book that'll bring you light, and it's a book that'll show you how to get to heaven dimensions, and then you can talk to God yourself. So if you can't see him, hear him, talk to him like we all can, that's all you got to do. And so it's really simple. But I watched all of Heavenly Hierarchy turn and look at you, Flo. That's what I saw. So
Yeah.
when you were praying your gift of prayer, they heard you and turned and looked at you and listened. Interesting, right?
Yes. And I do that
Yeah.
every night.
Okay. All right. Well, you just add one more thing to your prayers, and I think this will really work for you. Gary, Gary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, I said everyone in here, so
All
that's
right.
including
She,
you.
he
Okay.
wants you to
All right.
specifically
Oh,
say his
yeah.
name,
Oh,
Mom.
Yeah.
from now on, I will include you in my prayer.
Just say
All right. And
Gary.
and make me some lumpia. Lumpia is
Oh,
lumpia,
yeah.
Oh
right? Did I
yes,
say it
that's
right?
easy.
All right.
You
For
can
you
always,
guys,
yeah, you
yeah,
can
for you.
always say that whenever I see you.
For you guys that don't know, that's amazing Filipino food, right? And I eat like a little pig. Anyway, well, I love you, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to talk about your natural spiritual gifts that you figured out, which are amazing. You can pray
Yeah.
for
Thank you.
things and
I
and
love you too,
mir-
Gary.
I love you a lot, and miracles happen, and
I
you can
love my
also.
son-in-law a lot.
Uy,
Oh,
right there, Dean.
yeah,
He's
he
I
so
loves.
think Dean's
handsome.
the favorite. Oh, wait, did I
Oh,
say that out loud? No, I'm kidding.
Well,
My handsome son-in-law.
oh, thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, since she has 1,700 son-in-laws, I mean, I guess that's a great compliment. I never seen so many family members. But you guys, you all look alike. You're beautiful, so that's amazing. No, everybody's so gorgeous, and so anyway. Well, kiss your gorgeous family for me. I appreciate you guys. That's really really good. I guess we should probably do a show. Hey guys,
Yeah,
so
Yes.
we got
so
lots of
so
Thank
things.
you, Gary.
We
yeah.
love you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well, but I wanted you guys to realize how much that we actually rely on the other side. And so
Yes.
this is, David, I was talking to David today, and it was really interesting as I was talking to him, and we were eating breakfast, doing something, and he said you should do a show on ask the other side what they think. And so just in Flo's regular day, they tell her to go to the casino, and she's either dumb enough or smart enough, whichever it may be, or maybe just spiritual enough. What a concept. All right. And it don't matter what you are, guys. It doesn't matter. Just do it. When you hear something from the other side, just do it. And you'll find you'll have great outcomes, and you'll have these beautiful outcomes that happen. And so, with Michelle's family, I know they all have such a tremendous amount of faith, and it came from Flo. I know Dean has a lot of faith as well, which is come from his family. They were raised in a little town called Convent in Louisiana. Is that
Yeah.
because it's a convent, Dean? Is that why? It,
I don't know why, but there's
oh,
a really big Catholic retreat center there. It's the
yeah.
biggest one in Louisiana, and it just happens to be in this little small town where I grew up. That was my first job when I was 13 years old. I got a job cutting grass at 13 years old on the
Wow.
Catholic retreat center.
Right, but it's big. It's a huge one, right?
200 and something acres.
Wow. Wow. And so it's so, but I know I've been in the church that your mom and dad, always go to, and um it's St. Michael's. Am I saying
St.
it?
Michael's is built in 1833.
Yeah, which is old for America. And and so there's a beautiful painting of Michael as you walk into the church. Or maybe now it's even above the altar, I think your mom said. But there's this beautiful, amazing painting, European style type painting of the angel Michael, and it's so I can see Michael. I'm very close with Michael, and so I was so in love with this painting because it has the essence of Michael. When you have a portrait painter like Alice Maskin, Richard Alice and Ojai, my family there, Freddie could do it. He has this gift of bringing the energy of a person into um, the portrait, the painting, and like the one that painted Michelle's picture. Who I have a painting in the house that is a painting of Michelle in a previous life during the Louis XIV era, and so that I believe that's Michelle in the previous life when I was around, and so, but it's by a famous portrait painter. And anyway, these energies carry, and you can even read them. Just like I read a person, you can read a painting. And so, but this painting is so amazing in that church. And I even wanted to get a copy of it, take a picture of it and have somebody who was a really serious artist that I could beg to do it for me because it is such an amazing painting. And so, but you'll have these relics and these connections to the other side. So I think the other side is so important for so many people's lives as we live spiritual lives, and we're spiritually gifted people. And you guys, you might just kind of get it. Realize that there's a lot of things going on with you every day that you may not be aware of. And you all you got to do is notice them. You got to kind of notice them. Like Flo is like, today's my day. I have to go to the casino because I am going to win money today. Right. And so Flo would go to the casino. At the same time, she would pray for any number of her 17,000 grandchildren she has that are all pretty. And so she would pray for one of them that needs to do this or that or something else. And so, or Michelle or Dean or me. And so, or now you, because she prayed for you guys. And as she prayed for you guys, I'm going to read this collectively. How much more energy do you have because Flo, with the gift of prayer, prayed for you? Everyone watching the show. Let me read it. Collectively, collectively. Now, some of you guys got 100% more energy. That's because you have belief. Some of you guys didn't get anything. That's because you are used to not believing in much. Well, come on, damn, right? That falls into the damn category. Believe more. Collectively, the number is 16%. So you got 16% more energy in your world because Flo, someone that you guys don't know, prayed for you. Weird, huh? And some of you got 100% more energy because you believe in it, because you're in. You're in on the joke, so to speak. You know, it's not a joke. It's real. It's amazing. So all you got to do is believe. How much trouble is it to believe? It's a lot more trouble to not believe. Believe me. And so let me talk to my hospital chaplain who I am in love with, Lisa Marie. Let me talk to her real quick. And so Lisa Marie, you know, you helped us out at the retreat and you were a rock star. Unmute if you can. And so there's you know, you helped us out at the retreat. You're an absolute gemstone. And by being a gemstone, I mean you're solid as a rock. You were really solid, and we just had a great time. It was such a joy to be in your presence. How many people have you prayed for as a hospital chaplain?
Probably well over 10,000 in my years. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot.
Just one at a time.
One at a time. That's like me. How many people have I read? Thousands. One at a time. How many people?
One at a time.
Thousands of private readings. Thousands. And so, do you remember, you know, when you go back and you're remembering them, what do you remember? Like, what, do you remember the ones where the miracle happened? Or do you remember the ones where the miracle did not happen? Or do you remember everything? I mean, what do you remember? What sticks out in your head? I mean, I think that's such a valuable question to you.
Oh, well, I witnessed so many miracles, but a lot of times the people wouldn't realize it was a miracle. They would say, you know, a patient would have lung cancer and had days to live, and we'd pray because he didn't want to die. He wanted to live, and we prayed together, and he was at such peace. And 2 days later, I was walking by his room, and the family was laughing, and he was talking, and I said, well, what's going on in here? And he said, they made a mistake, and he was really mad. They made a mistake. And I put my hands on my hips, and I'm like, oh, really, Jim? What did you pray for 2 days ago? And he said, that I wouldn't get cancer, that I wouldn't have cancer. And I said, and now you don't have cancer. And his wife was, see, Jim, I told you, you know,
There.
but it was like they were discrediting the miracle. It was just thank God, be grateful, not thinking about suing a hospital for making a mistake. But I mean, the x-rays were there, and it was there 2 days ago, and then it was gone. So I mean,
I'm gonna dig deep. Okay, now I'm gonna dig deep. I'm
Okay.
talking. I get a vision. I can see God real clear, and I'm asking God, what does He think about that? Okay, God's saying, well, God's saying, will He get the next miracle? Yeah. Ouch! Ah, that's a tough one there. And so I think everybody thinks God's pansy. God's not pansy. God is really not. On my worst grumpy day, I mean, you know, and that's not a good comparison, but God is He wants people to get it. And I don't know what I don't know. And I don't know, but I know that now there seems to be a quickening where people need to get it. Get it. So obviously that guy didn't get it. he prayed for the miracle that he wouldn't have cancer, and then he didn't have it. Wow. Okay. And he was blaming people for mistakes. He didn't get it. What happens the next time he needs a miracle? He might not have you, and he may not have you to facilitate it, or whoever, or whatever, or God's like, well, he's got to get it. I think that we're down here on earth to get it. We got to get it. And so this is that we have a super connection with something far bigger than we are, that we are absolutely a part of. We're one with. And when you figure that out, then you realize, wow, I get it. And when you get it, all of a sudden, things work out. And it could be something as silly as Flo winning $500 at the casino, right? Every time she thinks she's going to win, she goes and wins. And sometimes it's even crazy more. And that's pretty wild. Or it could be as simple as it's just normal for her 9-year-old grandson to be able to talk to God more fluently than I can. Wow. Or Michelle to be able to see what she sees, which is like crazy vision. And so, and you're very spiritually led. You're very spiritually led. Also being around you was such a joy at the retreat, because I realized and I recognized you're a little bit like me. You don't have any time for drama.
It's true.
Right? like sometimes people are a little dramatic here and there, and whatever. And you're like, yeah, nah, next. You don't have time for drama, right?
You want to help people that want to be well. If somebody wants to be well, it's kind of like Christ said, do you wish to be well? Because there's some people that just want to play in the drama. There's people that don't want to be well. Like the blind person, if they can see. I literally had somebody tell me, well, if I won't get my disability money if I get healed. And so we got to work through that a little bit, because you're not going to you can't, it's just interesting. I just like to be with people that wish to be well. But I do have a question.
Okay.
And that is, I am so confident and so much faith praying for other people than family. And then in family, I question, am I doing it right? I've got a 21-year-old grandson named Torrin and his girlfriend Sophia, and they've been in kind of a dark place. And I feel like I've helped maybe 50%, but they need 100% with God's help. And I just, so there's like this little bit of a,
Okay,
I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, because you think you're not doing a good job. Okay, let me go real slow for you. It's not you. It's okay. It's not you. And I go back to the biblical, and I can't quote the Bible because I don't know it like you do. What's the scripture in the Bible that talks about Christ couldn't do much good in his hometown? He had to go somewhere else to do what he did and preach.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That one. Okay, so that's what I popped in my head. Is that it's really hard for you to really make a difference with close ends, like sometimes family, when with me coming, I told Dean some years ago, I said, I'm gonna buy something in North Carolina. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And he goes, how come? And he goes, that's your least favorite trip to make. And I went, yeah, I know, but I think I can change that. And he goes, what can you change? And I'm like, well, my family's there. I had an old mom, an old dad. My mom was a saint, and my dad was on the other side of the trade. and I had an old sister, right? And she was sick. And so I said, they're a mess. I said, and I don't think they're going to do so well if I'm not there around them to help. and Dean's like, do you realize your zip code is 90210? You live in Beverly Hills. And if you have somebody over for dinner, they're usually really a rock star or a famous actor, actress, or someone like in that category. Do you realize that's who your friends are? Do you realize that you know, most people talk about Hollywood and psychic to the stars. Do you realize you really are that? And I go, well, yeah, 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 but that's just work. And so anyway, so I moved back to North Carolina. It was the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. And but I thought I could sort it out in about a week. You know, I thought I could take, you know, my mom and just stand it up and fix it, and my dad, and, you know, good Lord, you know, whatever. I could hire a babysitter or something, you know, that would, you know, keep him from going to hell in a handbasket, you know, or whatever he does, you know. And so, but you know what? It was not like that. It was a very slow progression. And I realized I'm a miracle worker. Yes, I can do miracles, and you can too, and people can. But it's easier to do it with strangers.
Thank
And
you. It's really
and
helpful.
yeah, and so because I realized, and what I thought would take, you know, two days, I believe I was going to rehabilitate this little town, you know, Star, North Carolina, where I'm from. And so I was gonna, you know, so we went in and, you know, we bought about half the town, and we were fixing this up and that up and everything. And I thought I'd have it done in 2 months. I don't know what I had in my idiot head, right? And still 20 some years later, we're working on buildings, and we're doing things, and you know, it's very slow progression. And so, wow, right? And it made me realize that oh, this is God's time. And so, but realize that, you know, the thing where I think Christ was probably, you know, in his day, and I can see Jesus. Let me ask him, what was it like for you? He goes, horrible. He's answering. He used the word horrible, right?
Yeah.
And I can see Christ as easy as I can see you on the screen. And he's explaining to me that it was really, really tough in his day for people to believe that their hometown boy could be who he was, much less do the miracles he could do. And so, for a miracle to occur, you have to have the infinity energy. Infinity energy runs between us and God like this, up and down. Infinity energy from someone you're doing a miracle to, it's God's energy turned sideways, and it goes this way, but it has to go to them. They have to believe, but appreciate you. So, even more so than believe, they have to appreciate you. And when people get used to you, they don't appreciate you. Ah,
Yeah.
bad little humans, right? And but these are the lessons I see people learning these days that are really not nice lessons. They're learning some tough lessons. So you guys, rather than learn these tough lessons, you should just really appreciate. If you tried this for 1 week, all you guys that are watching, right? If you try this for 1 week, go out and appreciate everybody. I mean, like really say thank you. And really say thank you like you should say thank you. And I'll start with you, Lisa. You know, before you left, you had a couple of days. You went back. You cleaned my whole bed and breakfast for me, and I wanted to say thank you. Oh my God, this thing is
Well,
it.
I helped, but it was mostly Gail. She was
Well,
awesome.
Gail,
She's
okay, whichever you guys did it. I mean, you guys, whatever. This thing is like brand. It's like spanking new,
oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, the housekeepers went in to clean this B&B, and it's big, and they were like, "There's nothing for us to do." And so
Yeah.
I went, oh, okay. I don't know. And I just now figured that out last week. So thank you. I didn't tell you thank you before because I didn't know it. And but it's really important to say thank you. And it's really important to feel thank you and appreciation. And it's like, because if not, there seems to be some lulling or lacking bad karma that shows up. And so even with your guy who you did the cancer exchange thing with, and he's like, he didn't really appreciate the fact that, wow, you don't have cancer. But he got mad at the doctor about something. Those things matter. And the reason they stick out, the reason I ask you for give me something out of your memory, give me a historical of something that you remembered, good or bad. And you remembered that one. Well, the reason you remembered that one is because, and I have those two in my head as well, good and bad. And the reason, I remember, getting every week that I didn't hear somebody call my office and the office gave me the message, their stage 4 cancer is gone. Their stage 4 cancer is gone. Their stage 4 cancer is gone. The dean's like, we hadn't got your stage 4 cancer this week. I mean, they would be, cocky with me, right? And so, but I've seen that so often. I would see these things. I would see this like weekly, actually weekly, and nobody would believe that, of course. And I don't ever talk about stuff like that much, on that level, but it happened, and so as you hear these good things, but then you would hear the ones like what you're saying sometimes where people just didn't get the miracle. And didn't, but it's not getting it is that's part of it, but it's also not appreciating it. If you don't get it, you can't appreciate it. And so I think it's really important that people get it, but I think it's even more important that they appreciate it. And if they don't appreciate it, what you're feeling is, Lisa Marie, you're feeling this imbalance of karmic energy or karmic debt. And the debt is say thank you and appreciate. And then next time you need a miracle, like flow, it'll show up. It'll show up. And so like Michelle's mother, and so I believe it works that way. I think so.
I could really feel Flo's prayer, and I appreciate you, and you're doing such a great job. You really put that together for me. I mean, that was something that for years I've been wondering the difference between family and patience and friends.
Well, they're used to you. They're used to you. I mean, Dean makes jokes all the time. If I learned how to levitate and fly around or something, he would just go, "Yeah, that's nice."
Yep. Be like, okay, well, that's nice.
He learned a new trick.
Yep.
And so sometimes I do things. I remember doing shows in Vegas and different things, and I would come off stage and I would be like, "Dean, did you see that?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Yep.
I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. That was amazing. He said, "Oh yeah, it was pretty good."
Yeah, but when you see it all day, every day, it's just normal now. So it's like, okay, well, you could levitate and go right through a wall or something. I'll be impressed.
For a minute, only for a minute, a smidgen.
Right.
Anyway, Lisa Marie, I love you. Thank you, and I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, there we go.
Thank you,
And
Lisa.
so-
We love you.
Love you.
Yeah, and so you can't help but feel good when you talk to her. It's like something occurs. So appreciate, and you can appreciate people for who they are. You can appreciate Flo. You can appreciate Michelle's mom, and now you know where Michelle got her thing from, and
Oh,
so
thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate you too.
Yes, we appreciate you too, Gary.
Very much.
Oh yeah, and so well, you guys are great. Who are we talking to, Michelle? That's what we're doing. We're supposed to talk to other people. We've been talking to ourselves here for a minute.
Yes.
But I think it was really important that we get it. I think it was really important that we realize the exchange and the feeling of appreciation, and also recognizing a miracle. Then when you need a next miracle, according to God, a miracle shows up.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it's kind of like if you don't get these miracles, or if you do get a miracle and you don't appreciate it, it may not be there the next time. I think that's the karmic thing. I think it works like that, something like that. I don't know if I have it all together, but I think I got it a pretty good little view of it. And so, who are we talking to, Michelle?
Oh, thank you, Gary. I'm gonna go ahead and put Lindsay Gillian. Gillen. Hello, beautiful. Go ahead and unmute. There you go.
Hey, girl.
Hello, secret.
Hey. Hey, what's your question? What's going on with you? What's your observation? What's your question? What's happening?
Man, I was gonna say this is hitting for me. Um, Appreciating people and appreciating things and miracles and all that, and
Mom,
like my little lady who sees and hears and stuff, all the different things all the time. But with that gift of prayer, I've been thinking about my husband's friends' dads and their health issues that they're going through, and like, I don't want to. I almost lost Ben, and so I just
Yeah,
don't know. Uh,
that,
It's a weird feeling. Like man, I don't know how to elaborate on that.
what are you thinking? What are you really thinking? You're dancing around what you're really trying to say. What is it? Tell me
Just
what you want to know. What are you trying, or what are you trying? It feels like you're coming to an aha moment. What's the moment?
um appreciating the people around you. Like you said, they may not be gone, or they may not be there, the next time. And I really heard that. And man, I'm gonna cry. But
Okay.
I I really want them to really appreciate their dads and stuff like that, and for those dads and things to really appreciate, or to really feel that appreciation, and perhaps help it prolong their lives.
Yeah. Well, it works like that. It works like, and you never know. It could be, and you could be with someone that's not even sick. It's like I I realized I have a different appreciation. I thought I got appreciation. I did not, by the way, and so it was like you could not have a more aggravating family member than Travis was when he was alive. He
I
was
love
like
Travis.
he, yeah, but he brought aggravation to an art form, and
Mm.
so it was like um it was like okay, and Dean and I, we would be okay. Dean, you're it. I need a break, and so and you have how old's your child now? How old's your child?
She's 15 months now, so she's
Okay.
a big lady.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, so was Travis. He was 15 months. He was like always. It was like babysitting, and so, and then he
Used
would
to
have,
have a crush on him.
yeah. Well, I think everyone did, and and he enjoyed all that. But anyway, but he's like, he's it was really really crazy because when he died a couple of months ago, um, Dean and I were looking at each other after he died, and we went, did he really die? I mean, we
Yeah.
we could not. We had saved him from death so many times because he had an addiction problem, and there was 30 some visits to the emergency room where he had OD'd, and maybe
Hmm.
maybe there's about 6 or 7 of those where they called and said he's not going to make it. You
Wow.
should come. You should make sure you're here at the hospital because he's not going to, that kind of thing. But he
I remember
did.
a lot of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
lots of this, and and when he finally got sober and normal, then he died, and so
Hmm.
it was really really crazy, but and when as I could see God said he got all his pieces back,
Hmm.
and he said I took him, and so it was God's choice, and so sometimes we do have a time where it's our time and so that could be any of us any moment, and I don't think we're really aware of that until we get slapped in the face with a wet towel. Wow.
Yeah.
And then when you have a family member that is sick and or facing could die, you really then have a different appreciation, or when they do die you have a different appreciation. But the cool thing is that I've never had such a connection with someone on the other side that comes and tells me everything every day about everything. And I'm looking and I'm getting this and I'm understanding a lot of us are down here. I understand more about death now than, by the way, I've ever understood. And I thought I understood more about death than anybody alive on the planet.
Makes you think
Because,
about your own role too.
yeah. And so, but I can see more now and I understand, I think I understand a lot more than I've ever understood, of course. But the thing is, the beings on the other side affect our lives now more, I believe, than they ever have. So the veils are coming down. The every time I clear a dimension and clear demons off of the planet, which is every day, or in the cosmos every day, whatever God wants me to clear. And then everything, all you guys do, because you guys are working too. You guys are doing your spiritual work too, and it's the same work. And so the more we clear, the closer we are to being truly perfectly connected and aligned with the higher heavens, like Zion Heaven, which I only went to after I died 5 times with COVID in the hospital. And so these connections that do happen, it's really important to pay attention to them, understand them, write about them. I got some. You guys are gonna love my new books coming out. You're gonna love what's
I
coming
need
out.
more Gary books. I need
Yeah,
to consume that.
wait, well, everybody's always like, what's the next thing? But we got some really good stuff. Dean and I are working on it now,
Mhm.
and so, but there's I'm really realizing how much the other side is affecting us here. So, in going to the theme of what I tried to do a show about so far tonight, but I hadn't done a good job at it because we've been all over the place in a very deep way. Ask the other side what they think. If you could ask the other side right now, other side, what do you think? And I'm going to answer you. I'm going to read this for you, and I'm going to see who answers you.
Well, not the thing. Sorry, I'm talking to Ben. What do they think?
Yeah, ask the other side what they think about whatever you want to ask about. Just
Everyone
ask it.
on the other side, what do you think about the guys' dads and appreciation of life and people here?
I heard it's weak.
Really?
Appreciation is weak.
Wow. Is that everyone collectively, or is that
Yes, yes.
certain?
That's everyone collectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sad. How do we fix it?
Um Again, if you went to a karmic situation, everybody would have to get beat up.
It's unfortunate, but hey.
So why would we have to go to that level of
We
asking
shouldn't.
to get beat up? Could you beat us all up so we would appreciate a nice normal day?
Shouldn't have to be that way.
No. So and if the only thing you got to do is appreciate to not have that happen, why would we not want to do that?
I don't know. That it's beyond me. Like,
So
who
so
wouldn't want
so
it
those
easy?
are so those of us who can appreciate, we have to appreciate really a lot because we got to make up for all the people who don't get
What
it.
else?
Yeah. So it's about getting it. It's still about getting it. So every time you guys can get somebody to meditate, get it, understand something spiritual, show them a light
I
within
work on
them.
Ben a lot.
Okay. Well, but you can work on a lot of people. Sometimes
Mhm.
you never know. Well, it could be the 7-Eleven. It could be wherever you are. It
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
at Wendy's. I mean, but it's
Mm.
really important to get people to get it. And I think that we have to realize that. So your answer is, everybody has to appreciate more. Still that same thing, which I'm still stuck on this, right? And so that's from your angels on the other side. And so your angels, you
Nice.
have an enormous amount of higher selves,
Mm.
and the fact that we're talking to them and you're thinking of them right now, you actually freed up 23 of your big giant higher selves that were captured in some
Welcome back.
in some hellish dimension. Notice your face is feeling warm, your legs are light,
Yep.
your feet are
Yep.
hot. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm just observing. I'm not doing that. Your eyes are bright. Your eyes are bright now. You got back 23 major higher selves that you were missing. These are missing pieces of you that you now have back because of your sense of appreciation. So there we are. Anyway, love you.
Thanks.
Talk to
I
you.
love you.
All right.
Love you all.
Thanks. All right. Thank you. Till Ben, hi.
Thank you, beautiful
So,
Lindsay.
yeah. So it's really crazy, guys. It sort of works a certain way. Once you figure out how something works, isn't it easier to work it? Right? I think. I think it's like that. I think so. Who's got questions? What you got?
Gary, I got a list for you, but let me get Charles from the Philippines.
Okay.
Charles, how are you? Go ahead and unmute.
And we got to run through them. And Charles, we got to run through them real
Yeah.
fast. Ask me your questions so I can nail it for you. You were amazing, by the way. Hello, I love you.
Unmute again. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
unmute, Charles.
Sorry for your loss, by the way.
I think I got it this time.
There you go. We can hear you.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's like really slow. Anyhow, I got my little plant, my heaven on earth plant.
Oh,
Are we there? I started my little heaven on earth garden,
oh,
like you
good. So
said.
you got your potted plant there. That's perfect. You listen. Oh, wow. That's
I
cool.
got it encouraged. Yeah,
Mm.
I got like 7 of them. I just bought them the day before. They're all in the window here. Following
Ah!
Wally. Wally's
Oh.
got has beautiful plants and all, so
Oh, that's
getting that
good.
going. But
Oh, good.
yeah,
Good.
Gary, everything's been good ever since you cleared me last time and I got my higher selves. I noticed I could feel more tingling and energy, and seems like my health is getting better now. Just
Good.
everything's on the up. But the thing is, it's just shocking. Just the day before, in the middle of the night, I get a message from my wife's niece saying that my sister-in-law, Mara Luna, had passed at 4 in the afternoon. And they're telling me at midnight. And then also my other brother-in-law is in the hospital since Monday. And I'm like, okay, so one passed, and then within a few hours later, he ended up passing, Tino. So I've had my wife's family, 2 people within a day died. I'm kind of numb to it. I'm kind of like in shock. I can't believe it. But I just wanted to ask, Arlene, to make sure if they all go to Zion Heaven, especially Arlene too. I'm not even sure if she's in Zion Heaven now after the whole spiritual retreat. I just wanted to
Man,
make sure
well,
they're
that's a
wherever they're
great,
at, or
that's a great question, because I've been, let me tell you guys backstage a little bit. I've been like freaking out a lot because there's been this tremendous shift going on where they opened Zion Heaven for business. God did. Because Zion Heaven was where God lived and dwelled, but I didn't see a lot of other people wandering around up there. And if they were there in spirit, but they were not there in physical. And this is really way spiritually deep for you guys are newcomers. I'm sorry, but anyway, try to stay on the ride. But Zion Heaven, and according to the Book of Enoch, which is a really good source of truth, part of the Dead Sea Scrolls, Zion Heaven is where God dwells. What does that mean? Well, that means it's where he walks around. But Zion Heaven, when I went to Zion Heaven after I had my COVID dying experience, I went to a very different heaven. I was privy to all the other heavens before then. I understood the 7 heavens. I understood more heavens than that. I understood bog heaven, which is also a physical heaven. And so some of the heavens up in the cosmos are physical heavens, just like the planet Earth. So Zion Heaven is a physical heaven. So Zion Heaven is now open for business, so to speak. And so Travis went, as he passed, and this is our family member, a couple of months ago, he passed, and um, I had no sense. I had a sense of him dying. I saw that the week before, and he talked to me and he said, I thought I was going to die or something. Well, he did, and I said, well, I saw the same thing. Well, I was right. But when with him passing, I looked to see where he was on the other side, which is what I've been able to do, well enough to do it for a living for years, and he was in Zion heaven. But he was in Zion heaven in the in the spiritual form, and then he went through a process that where he actually passed through God. I even did it here on the show with you guys. And when he passed through God, he then came out the other side, and he was physical. And so it's not like you're born and have to grow up as a little baby and then you're physical, but you just become physical. And it's like sort of miracle-esque, if you would. And so you ask, and since then, I've literally, I don't know how many people, but it's hundreds. And because I didn't realize I knew so many dead people. And so, but all of my family that's on the other side, um, and I've seen them over there having a big party, and almost like a giant Thanksgiving, if you would. And I was even listening to the radio day before yesterday, or Alexa or whichever one of those things, and my friend Melanie, who wrote that crazy song, "I got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key." Some of you guys might that are older will know that song. And she sung, the theme to Woodstock, and she had, look what they done to my song. She had a half a dozen, I guess, number one hits or something. Anyway, but she was my good buddy, like really good. We were good friends, and I spent Christmases at her house and things. And anyway, so she was coming to visit me, and before she came, a couple of weeks before she was coming to actually visit, she died. And so this was a couple of years ago. Anyway, all of a sudden her song comes on, Alexa or one of those, and 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 I then see her doing this to me, and she has her hands in a praying position, and she was aware that I could help her get into Zion, heaven. She said, "Please get me there." Wow,
That's
right?
sweet.
And so I'm
That's
like,
sweet.
and so I was like, whoa. Whoa, Melanie's asking me to get her into Zion heaven, y'all. When I was having dinner, I said, you guys go, and I'm gonna do this, and this is more important. And then, her husband was with her. She was with him, Peter, and she said, "Can he go too?" And sometimes he'd get on my nerves when he was alive, and because he was, he was just him, and but he and I said, "Yeah, let me talk to God. Let me talk to God." Anyway, so I watched her go into Zion heaven and start singing when she got there. And so, and then I watched her become physical, and then I watched Peter become physical, and so I've seen this now a few hundred times, and with people that I know, and so people can indeed go from the spiritual heaven all the way up to this highest heaven where you can become physical, and there's more than one, by the way, but Zion heaven is one. Certainly. And so, but I'm seeing this occur. So there's this big shakeup in the spiritual dimensions that's happening now that was not happening before. And so, not like this. This is a new thing. This is something brand new. And so, let's talk to Arlene. Let's see if we can get her up there. Okay. Let's see if this. Okay. Let's. All right.
Okay.
Just. All right. All right. I want you to just call her name.
Arlene,
Okay.
Arlene,
Tell her to go up that white staircase.
Arlene, will you go up the white staircase, please?
Hey, and Michelle, if you're there, watch this. Watch this as this happens. Okay.
I'm here. Yep, I'm watching.
Okay. And see, Arlene is there. Well, Arlene's actually holding arm in arm with Christ. And so she must have been buddies with him. See that? You can see that, Michelle. And
I
and
see
now
it.
she
Hi,
and now
honey.
she there and now she's walking up the stairs, you know. There we go. I'm on one side. Actually, I'm on one side and Christ is on the other, and then there you are with her. And so there you are. And Charles, you're with her. There you go. And so a bunch of us, there's Michelle with her. And so we got her up to the top, and God's at the top. And then she goes through God, comes out the other side, and see her looking at her arms and going, "Oh my God." And she's
Physical.
physical. You got to see it. You guys could see that. Okay. And so that's the transition. That's the thing. I got pretty good at it in the last 2 months, since Travis passed and showed me how to do it. He showed me how to do this, by the way.
Thank
And
you,
and
Travis.
yeah, and so but see, there she is, and she's physical. See her crying? She's freaking out. There we are. That's pretty wild, right? So now she's in this ultimate Zion heaven in a physical form, and uh, she says she's there, and let's, tell him I'm waiting on him, and I'll see him in about 40 years.
Oh,
So she's she's laughing. So I guess you're going to be around for a while there, Charles.
Yeah.
And so good to know. And so she's like she's smiling from ear to ear. See her, look at her, look how big she smiles, Michelle. You
she's
see?
beautiful too. She
Yeah.
I
was
bet.
so good.
Yeah, she looks like she's 20. She's like
Mm-hmm.
she's like 20. That's beautiful.
Oh,
Thanks God. I just say thank you God, thank you Christ, thank you everybody. There. Nice.
You God.
Nice.
that
Thank
was
you,
Thank
Charles.
you, Gary. Thank you, everyone.
You got flashes of her face. You could see it too. I see what you saw. You saw that, right, Charles? You saw her face.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just see the big smile. It's kind of like, yeah.
Crazy smile.
So,
Yeah. It's good.
yeah,
There.
it's just so big and bright. It's just like it's so glowing and mm,
was
Big
beautiful.
hug to you. Big hug to
I
you.
love you,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah. Big hug to you. But you
Gary,
if you
the other people that just passed, can they go or are they still like
I think they're in some
uh
transition. There, I don't have the market cornered on this yet. In other words, like I see them going through their transitions in their heavens, whatever's going on, and I don't run heaven, but I can kind of help every now and then, but they're going through what they're going through. But she got there right now, so let's see. Maybe later, see what happens. Okay,
Gary, one
Uh,
more thing. Could you please clear Naomi again?
I did. There you
She's
go.
going through a lot of stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Big
Thank you,
kiss. Take
Charles.
care, buddy.
Love you guys. Thank you, Gary. Thank you,
Bye.
God. Thank you, Travis. Can't
Thank
forget Travis.
you. It's so sweet.
That's
That was amazing, Gary. Thank you so much.
You can see that, right, Michelle?
Yeah, that was so amazing. And I always get like I'm like the kind that gets starstruck over Christ because I love him. So I'm like,
Oh,
so
you saw him. Oh, you could see him
yeah,
clearly going up the staircase,
yeah. I
right?
was like, oh my God. Anyway, yes, that was so
Oh.
cool. I'm so happy for Arlene. That was really amazing. Thank you for
Did you see when
including
she
me.
did you see when she walked through God and came out the other side and
Yeah,
she became physical?
yeah.
In other
I
words,
saw
like
it.
rather than looking translucent a little bit or like like a hologram or something,
Yeah.
then she became it looked like a physical person.
That's
And
why
and
I'm
so
sorry I cut the show off and I was like physical. I said it so loud because I'm like ah. So yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah,
that.
and you saw her looking at her hands and looking at her arms and going,
Yeah.
like,
She was like, wait, she was like, what's going? Oh my gosh. She's like, why am I physical? Yeah.
right.
It's so cool.
Yeah. So this is a whole new thing. This is a whole new thing. And you never heard me talk about this before because I never could see this before because this wasn't happening before. I don't think. I think this is just a new kind of really cool thing happening for human beings, that we can go to this beautiful level. Side, I've got a glitch on my screen, and the only way I can do it is to reset everything. And
Okay.
so, Michelle, you and Dean talk to folks for about a minute while we reset things, and we will.
Okay.
Okay, and so that's what we'll do. And so I'll just.
You in a
Like,
minute. Okay. Hold on one second. I'll put myself on. And where is Dean? Hold on. Thank you guys for being so patient. I got all of you on the list with your digital hands up. So thank you. And those of you that texted me directly, I got you all. I just hope we can get you guys on. But don't worry, I got you all on the list. I see you too, Karen.
And Karen waving her arms like,
I know. I'm like, don't worry, I got you on the list too. But I do
he
have.
won't get to everyone tonight, but he'll get to.
I know.
you.
I'll get to as much as I can, as much as Gary will let me.
Right.
And hold on, I'm gonna put it here. There you go, honey.
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
I miss you. Hi.
How many people are going to see fireworks tonight? I don't know.
I don't know. I know. I'm kind of
Joan.
curious. By the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy 250th America. Happy Independence Day.
Woo!
Yay. Oh, and Mom's back. Mom, you just missed Bang was here.
Well,
Bang was spotlighted.
Bang.
Yeah. And everybody was saying thank you for your prayers. Here's Mom again. Mama Flo.
I just changed.
and Gary had to take a quick break to fix his
Yeah.
computer.
He's having technical difficulties.
Oh.
Yeah. But you guys, I'm showing Mom the gallery so she could see you all. And
Yes.
thanks for praying for them. And she's actually going to pray for all of you guys tonight. She prays every night. She has a shrine of Santo Nino, of Jesus, of the miraculous. What were all of the names again? And Mother Mary and.
Yes, miraculous Lady of Manawag in the
That's it.
Philippines
Yeah.
is very miraculous.
Oh, yeah. So yes, she will pray for all of you. Oh, honey, and I gotta say thank you to Fernando. Fernando, I'm gonna spotlight Fernando. He hung out with us last night. We were at Caesars, so he was like chaperoning me and my parents while they were playing. Hi, Fernando. Were you able to stay awake all night? Because we kept you up. He was falling asleep while we were out, and he was the one. Me and him wanted to go home. Mom and Dad were like, "No, let's walk to the Bellagio."
So he was so patient. We just want to walk.
And he's literally like this. His eyes are barely keeping up, and his eyes are so red. And he had to be at work at 8 this morning,
Oh my
and
God.
we were out at like past midnight. And we're like, "Hey," and they're all gambling, and I'm like, "You look tired," and he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You ready to go?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." I go, "Okay, come on, Mom and Dad." They go, "Okay, let's go to Bellagio."
Yeah.
And all he did was smile. And he's just like,
we were having
Right.
fun.
Well,
that would be
that's why that's why I stopped lighting up the slots. So I was like, I'm not gonna let them win anymore. I'm not gonna light it up anymore so we can get out of here.
We were forcing him to play. We're like, "Come on, Fernando, put some money in there. See if you win."
Well,
Poor guy.
well,
He did, though.
It was yeah, it was pretty interesting when remember I was asking God which where do we play, right? And we're walking to the
Yeah.
casino. I hear go
You were showing
left,
me where to
go
go.
right.
Yes.
And then so we go to the whole casino and then we stop and then you say, is that the one? And I said, God, is that the slot machine to play? And he said, yeah. And then
Yeah.
you put $10 in and hit twice and then like won $100 right there.
$100 off of 2 spins.
Yeah. And
So I
then
was like, "Wow, thanks." I go, "We won then. Yay." So we walked away.
yeah, that was actually pretty cool to like hear God tell me left, right, this way, and then come up to the machine that he told us to come up to, right? That was
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then as I was standing behind you, remember when you were playing the machine, I was
Yeah.
just lighting up the slot machine, and you kept
Yeah.
getting bonuses and bonuses and bonuses.
I was, and I
And
hit
then I
that
walked away.
train right away.
Yeah, and then I walked away to go play my own game, and then you start
And I
losing.
started losing. I was like, "Get back over here. You're my good luck charm."
Yeah, and then you start winning again, right? Because then
Yeah.
more bonuses start coming in.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
I just visualize it like I would visualize a person and just like see light going into it and then just watching it like just get bright and golden and start like spitting out money and stuff like that. That's how I visualize it. And then, but yeah, I heard to play the mega bucks and I thought I was gonna hit it, but I got up to $200 and then that was it. So,
Yeah.
so I guess you don't really like win as all of it. I guess he has a limit for you. I think that's what it is. He's like, you're gonna win $100 today. You're gonna win 200 today, but
Still have to be
Maybe
Well,
good.
one-
it works
What do you
like
do?
that.
Yeah,
I'm back.
yeah.
I'm back. But you know,
Oh.
it works like that that's how it works. I when I was, um, growing up as a little sidekick, and I was about 21 years old, and I would go to God was like, and I remember I'd lost my job or something at maybe 22. And anyway, God's like, okay, you're gonna be fine. I want you to go to the dog track every day. And so I'm like, God, I don't ever gamble. I don't know. And he goes, just go to the dog track. And so I was in Florida. And so I went to the dog track, and he goes, you're going to make $100 a day. And back in that day, that was a lot of money. And so I went to the dog track, and I would, do what he said. And he said, as soon as you make $100, you leave.
Oh.
Right. And so my deal was with God that I would make $100 a day, and so, which was enough to make a living, and whatever I was on hard times or something you'd have, I can't remember. Anyway, and so I make my $100, and then one day I went to the dog track, and I had to go to the bathroom, so I ran to the bathroom, and as I'm in there, and I'm looking at the bathroom, and I look down at the toilet, and I see money in the toilet. It was it was not a clean toilet, a dirty toilet. But I look in there, and then I look, and I see $100 bill,
Oh
right?
my God.
And God said, "Get it." And so I
Oh.
reached in and I pull out this nasty $100 bill, and I'm like, "Oh my God," And so I took it and washed it off, right? And he goes, and then God said, "Go home." Right?
That's a sure win.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
May have
That's
been messy or dirty, but it was a win.
yeah, that's funny. Your mom said that's a sure win. Okay, there we are. Yeah, Flo, I like the way you think. Yeah,
Yes.
and so, but I think it's really good that you guys have learned it, and I certainly learned early on too with that you can have fun with spirituality. It's not all boring and hoity-toity, and you can have a good time. You can. It's goes to the casino, and she knows when to go.
That's why we brought
Eh,
Fernando with us, and that's why we
yeah.
spotlighted him for a second. But he also had a question. But yeah, I'll let you.
Oh, well, what's his question? Anyway, what's going on? I'm back.
I'll
I'm
let you
back.
have
I'm
that.
back. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. We
Fernando.
we, we had a glitch in our screen halfway through, and so we had to do another little kind of reset with things. But anyway, we're here. We're good. And so, what's your question, buddy? What's going on?
Oh, well, no, I was just pretty you know, it's pretty amazing feeling all these ever since the last retreat, I was working with Raul and all that, learning how to ask questions. Now I can hear numbers. I started out by hearing yes or no, and
Yeah.
then now I'm hearing numbers, but then I have to like verify it and say, did you say 8? And then I have to listen for a yes or something like that. So
Mhm. Well,
that's how
see, learn how when you learn your clairaudience, which is what you were working on last time, and I taught Roll this, uh, which was learn yes and no. That's all you need, and then you can form your question to God in a yes or no answer. And so then, or to your angel or Christ or who's on the other side listening. And but you will, and you'll hear yes or no. Well, that's all you need. And then
yeah.
you'll realize, should I do this? No. Okay. You don't do it. Or you hear yes and you do it. And so, and it works like that. And it's pretty easy to hear those two words. It's pretty easy. So,
Yeah, I've been practicing with my numbers too to hear the numbers, and I'll like during my workouts I'll say, God, how many sets do you want me to do? And I'll hear like 3, and I say, okay, how many reps do you want me to do? I hear 6. Okay, I'll do that, and it works out perfectly. And Michelle got me these cards where it's like these cards that have scripture on them. So I'll open it up and I'll ask God, how many cards you want me to go through to get like a word from you? And then I'll hear like 42 or like 8 or something. And I'll say, did you say 8? And I'll get and I'll flip through it, and then I'll come up to something that makes very good sense. It's like I made a promise with God recently, and then I flipped to a card that said something about his promises. His promises are always there, so something like that. And I was just like, oh man, this is pretty amazing, you know, like. And I'm just trying not to, I'm just trying to stay humble, you know, and trying to like thank God every night for this gifts that I'm receiving slowly from them, you know, and so it's just
I
really
hear.
amazing.
Well, what I hear is you're now becoming who you are.
That's
So
who I'm supposed to be.
yeah, you're just
Am I
becoming who you are. That's it.
Gary Gary Spivey, you know, mini me or something?
So that's I don't know if you want to be that, but I see you, I'm a lot it's too much, it's almost too much trouble to be me, but I see you being I see you becoming who you are. And so we're all we all are very lucky to be who we are. The fact that we are alive on the planet Earth in a beautiful physical heaven. The more I learn about the heavens, the more I realize how special the planet Earth is. And I realize how special our lives are. And the fact that we're connected to heaven, the other heavens, God Himself, all the heavenly hierarchy that helps God pull off stuff, all the angels. I mean, wow. All of our own higher selves. I mean, it's really pretty wild that we are on this ride. And so to not be appreciative of the ride itself, to be here, uh, to not be appreciative means you don't get it. So you guys get it. Tonight's the show, the theme, I was trying to get the theme to go in one direction, but it basically went in the direction of get it. Get it or you don't. Get it. Just get it. And be appreciative. And that's all you got to do. Anyway, I love you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tear it up.
Thank you, Gary.
Be you. Be you in the movie. That's all you got to do. That's really good. That's really good. He's precious. And so, when you guys are yourself, your true I am, that's the best. That's the best. The I am consciousness is the collective consciousness being of all the enlightened beings in all of God's universes. So if you simply just every now and then, for the fun of it, say the words I am, and then be your true, authentic self, you. Be you. And so just say, give it a shot right now. Just say, I am. I am. As you said that, some of you guys felt warm in the back of your neck. That means your God cord lit up. Some of you guys felt your feet get warm, tingly, light. Some of you guys felt a little surge of heat in your hands. That means your healing energies are coming on. Some of you guys sinuses opened up. That means you got rid of a few demons in your brain so that you could feel that through your head. So I felt your different energies doing different things in your body. Let me talk to Destiny. Let me talk to you. What you got going? What you got going? You felt some of those things happening? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. What did you feel? Unmute. Here we go. Yeah.
I
And so
was,
what did you feel? What did you feel?
that was crazy. I felt kind of all of that. My head opened. I felt the tingles go through my whole body, my feet, just hands, everything.
Well, by catching that, here's what you
Mhm.
figured out. When you said the words I am, that is powerful. That's the most
Mhm.
powerful thing, that if you're not connected with your true self, your true I am self, then when you say I am, it connects you with the I am being. There's a spiritual being that is the I am. The I am is a cloaked
Mhm.
white figure, um, and is I don't I hate to say one is more powerful than the other because they all work in oneness, but the I am being is the collective consciousness being of all the enlightened beings in all of God's universes. So the I am is a big deal everywhere. And so you connected with I am, that lets you know where your magic is. So if you're wanting to just turn on a switch and suddenly you have all your magic, you could be getting your dry cleaning, or you could be playing the lottery, you could be whatever you want to be doing, and you just simply say I am, and you're going to get a surge of light. And so good to know, right? And so
Absolutely.
and see, everybody's got their own little bag of tricks. Everybody's got their own little spiritual bag of spiritual tricks that work for them. But see, now you learned something. And so by you got it. In other words, you got that. And I would say, if I collectively looked at the whole audience, I would say 62% of you guys did not get it. Okay. So with hearing me talking to her about getting it and the benefits of that, now then, I want everybody to say I am again. Okay, let me go to the wide shot here. Let me go to the gallery view so I can see everybody. And so there you go, guys. Okay, I want you to do it one more time. I want you to say I am. I am. Okay, now it really worked. A lot of you guys felt your back get warm and your feet. You felt your feet kind of warm up. You see, let me talk to Z-I-K. Zeke or Z-I-K? I can't tell. There, 'cause my screen's weird. Okay, there we are. And so what did you feel? What did you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself so I can hear you. And so there we go. Just unmute. There we go. Yeah. So what did you feel?
Yes.
What did you feel? I saw you shaking your head like, oh my God.
Well, first, let me just say thank you for existing and being here right now. My back is on fire. I feel like an angel. My back is just, and then my feet. It's
I
very
hear you
funny.
are.
My feet are just. It's like I'm on coals.
That's great. That's great. Well,
Yes.
I think when you said I feel like an angel, I hear you are.
Oh.
And so I figured this out recently. I figured this out recently in more than one way. And I'm figuring out all this new stuff, right? And it always made sense to me that you've heard the saying before, there's angels among us, right? And and I've known different people that were angels. I mean, really, truly angels on earth. And I call them earth angels and stuff. But I hear you really truly are. So with that being said, when I look at you, and now I'm reading you, now I'm cheating because I'm reading you, and so you always just help people out for no reason. You just go do stuff, right? That's just
Yes.
what
Yes.
you just
Yes.
do. You like you can see
We
somebody
have
needs
to
what,
share. We
yeah,
have to share. We're here to raise the planet, so we have to share. Some people get it, some people don't, but we're here to share and expand.
yeah. Well, that's what you get, so that's good. And so if you just rub off on everybody, then hey, we're all in good shape. So I feel that when I look at you, God's giving you a very special spiritual gift. Um, and I'm seeing many different gifts coming down to you. I call it the Travis gift of joy. He always had the sense of joy. Our family member that passed a couple of months ago, and I learned a lot about death since he died, and a lot of gifts have come through that weren't there before. But you got this gift of joy. It's a white ball of light on a staff, and this the sense of joy just came down to you, and you'll find that this will give you the ability to dig deep even when you feel like you're beat up and you give and give and there's nothing left to give and you're about out of bullets, you'll find that you'll be able to reload and you're going to be, you're going to have all kinds of energy. And so, but this is a special spiritual gift that came down. And then God's giving you the gift of crowning you um, I'm trying to see all these different, this is a really super high dimension. Um, it's a golden crown with lots of jewels, and it crowns you in the dimension of I call it the loot dimension. There's a dimension where there's piles of diamonds and gold, okay? And you just got crowned in that dimension. And so, if you look, you'll see a long road. See that long highway? It's like a long white highway, sort of, in your mind's eye. There you are. Now you see it. Okay. And you go down. There's a gold castle down there. And the door opened up. God brought you inside, and he wrapped you in a golden blanket. And there we go. Now you probably feel pretty warm. What does that feel like? Feels
Like
warm.
like a jacket of love. I feel
Yeah.
warmth.
And so that's a really very special spiritual gift from God. And it wrapped you in the gift of abundance. And so it will be real interesting to see how your week goes. And so, so you got the gift of abundance. Let's see, from God. Let's see what that brings. But that's kind of the crazy thing that when you get
Wow.
that kind of gift, it turns the volume up. And so, tell him, huh? And God, from God's word, I hear God talking, and He says, "Tell him He's my light on earth." And so see, through certain people, God expands His consciousness, and you are an expansion of Him, or an extension of Him, but in expanding His consciousness to other people. And when you touch them, He says, when you touch other people, He touches other people. And so whoever you touch their lives, He touches their lives. And so this is what it's like to be an earth angel, and you're indeed that. And so that's pretty cool. That's really good
Thank you.
stuff. Yeah,
Thank
no,
you, sir.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're like Flo. We got a lot of earth angels on the show tonight. Tonight's a crazy show. It really is. And so a lot of you guys are so special. And thank you for sharing your gifts, sharing who you are. I see you, I guess it's your grandma. I don't know if he's still with us, but I think it's his grandmother I'm seeing or talking to. It could be your mom, but I see an older lady. Who is she? She says
My grandmother.
she was like, she says she's your mother. She said she was like your mama. And so
Mm.
but she's saying, she's making jokes and saying, behave yourself, boy. So she would be like, behave yourself. She was like sort of
Yes,
cock,
I
cocky
understand.
with. Oh, it makes sense to you? Yeah,
Yes,
behave
yes, yes,
yourself. Yeah.
yes.
And so where was she from? Where was she from? Where are you guys from?
Nigeria.
Oh, okay. And so but I hear her saying this, and she had a strength about her. She was like a really love bug, strongest woman alive kind of person. She had this
Yes,
crazy strength, and she took care
yes,
of her. She took care of everybody, no matter what. There was
yes,
there was no conditions. No
yes,
matter what, that was her condition. And so,
yes.
but anyway, she lets me know she's with you. And so, and so she says she's always there. She's always there.
Well,
And
thank you.
so, but you could feel her when even when she was alive. You could feel her. You could be in a
Yes,
different place than her. She could be over there or in another country or whatever, and you would still feel her, right? It was like,
yes.
yeah. And so that's where you got, you inherited your earth angel thing from her. That's pretty crazy.
Mm,
This is pretty neat. Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. And she come from a long line of somebody before her was a spiritually gifted person, like a healer or, you know, something like who do you know who that was? You have no idea. Yeah. I
No,
think it I think it was her father. And so
but I know the woman. I know the woman you're speaking of, but I do not know past her generations. I just know my
her.
grandmother.
Yeah. Well, it goes back. And so that's
Yes.
anyway, it's again, many times genetics make a difference. And so nice. Anyway, I just seen her. She popped in, wanted to say hi. And so
Thank you.
from the other side. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zeke.
Yeah. You could feel,
He's likable. You could tell.
hey, he's lovable. You could feel,
Lovable.
and he felt all those energies. He felt all that stuff going on. And so
Yeah.
everybody's feeling a lot more actually. It's like it's a lot louder. It's really, really special. And so let me go to Suzanne Walscott. I saw her on a second ago. If she's still here. There we are. There we are, my friend. There we go. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Are you unmuted? There we go.
Yep, I'm unmuted. Hello.
Oh, hey. You know, it was really wild because your daughter Christy was the first person that I think went up to this Zion Heaven dimension and went through this transition of from being in a spiritual heaven to going into a physical heaven. And that was the first one that I saw that happen with. And you and I were at dinner in
Yeah.
Minnesota when I was up there, and there's a couple of people sitting at the table that could see spiritual spiritually as well. Your daughter Shannon, of course, being one. Michael was there, who's my buddy since he was a little kid, and he could see it. And that was crazy. And then I saw this beautiful tree of life come down, which I um, never saw that before. And the tree of life was planted on the planet Earth, and so it was a whole thing that occurred spiritually that I had never witnessed or never seen or never been a part of. But have you been feeling, Christy, more of or what have you been feeling? Have you been could you
Hmm.
tell the difference with
Sometimes
her?
I feel, or usually when I like see pink flowers or butterflies or certain things will make me think of her. Um,
Hmm.
Mark was just reminiscing as we were waiting for you to come on, saying he was just remembering how she wanted to be a mom and she wanted to have certain things in life. So he's still kind of trying to reconcile that she's not going to have that on Earth, but obviously she's got a different experience now.
Well, her experience is the ultimate heaven experience. And
Hmm.
so I learned a lot about it in the last couple of months since this time where I was sitting with you at dinner and Shannon. And it's like um it's they are really living it up. I mean, I'm seeing this and it's such a special existence. It is the ultimate heaven, and so to be in this physical heaven, and since then, like I said, I don't know how many people I got up there or helped get up there, but she was the first, and so, but I've seen her since then, and she'll come to me and she'll tell me thank you, and she'll be hanging out and she'll be doing things. I see her at the beach. I see her, I mean, I see her doing stuff, and so she's really having um, a great time with her universe, her world, and so it's very special. It's very very special, and so and I'm not even doing it justice at explaining what I see her going through and what I see all these beings on the other side that get to this higher heaven. And so to get to this higher heaven, I think all you got to do is get it. I really do. I mean, like, what makes this happen? Like, what makes this thing occur? And it can happen. A lot of times, it can happen. Like with me, it happened. I mean, Travis had many troubles with addiction and all kinds of things. He was our family member that had been with us for 20 years, did all my editing stuff, and he had his problems, and for him to go to this highest heaven was just shocking, and in some ways, and believable totally in others, because of the one of him that I knew that was the good part of him was deserving. And so, but it makes you realize that don't prejudge folks. Don't prejudge and think you know what's what and how it works and who they and how they fit and where they fall into the whole thing, uh, especially spiritually speaking. And so because she's in the highest heaven and she seems to be having a beautiful time. And so I thought you'd just want to hear that.
Yeah. Shannon lost a coworker friend this week that was in her 20s, and I think I saw her go up to the stairs too this week.
No,
Her name was Vanessa.
you actually helped her. And
I
so
helped her.
you helped her.
Yeah.
And see, if you witness this, it seems like that. And so all you guys realize as you witness this on the show, as you just witnessed Charles and Arlene, you witnessed Arlene going through this, and Michelle could see it in clarity. Um, and so as you witness this, you then become a part of this. Somehow you're in the club, And so what I
Mm.
see is, Suzanne, you helped Shannon's friend get there. So you actually did that. And so by if you, and it's a thought away, and so you'll have just a thought, and that thought, well, there you go, just like that. And so, and then anytime you want to see Christy, you just have to go underneath that big banyan tree up there. And so I see
Very
her.
cool.
Yeah, she shows me she is hanging out, and you can always see her there. You'll be able to see her there, and so that's
I
beautiful.
did have another one person that died recently named Jay. My sister knew, and I don't know that he's gotten there. So I guess that's a question I have to you.
He's in a transitional state. I don't know if he was sick for a while
Okay.
before he died, or if he was going through some stuff. But sometimes
Mhm.
they're in transition for a bit, and it works. Forever it worked the same way. When I went to look for someone on the other side, they were earthbound, which means could have been a suicide, could have
Yeah,
been
he took his life.
okay. Or they could be in transition, which is a beautiful heaven, but they're getting their self back together in one piece, basically. Um,
Okay.
then they go into regular heaven, which means they're usually doing whatever it is they like to do, and they're having fun. And so, but now there's another gear to this. There's a whole nother show going on that's not what it used to be prior to a couple of months ago. And that is this physical heaven is the ultimate heaven that I've seen, and
Mhm.
and uh, and it really matters, and so uh, um, so very very different. But your this friend you're talking about, he's in transition, which means he made it to the other side. Um,
Great.
I don't know if you guys helped him out to get there. Usually, when somebody does take their own life, they'll get hung up and stuck. You got to help them out of there because demons get them stuck, and demons are the reason for all this happening in the first place. And so you have to kill the demons, get rid of the dark energies, get them up to transition, and then heaven is sort of an autopilot place where they know how to take care of everybody. But this new part of heaven is very interesting because I'm seeing stuff happen, and I'm seeing the beings that are in this Zion heaven also seem to be more angelic and more intertwined with our physical lives.
Wow.
So they are able, they get a hall pass, so to speak. They seem to be able to go backwards and forwards, from this heaven, this physical heaven, Zion heaven, the most amazing heaven. They can go from there to earth and hang out with us, and they seem to know what's happening, and they have this sense of helping us. And so it's a different show. It's just a different show. It's a different thing. So I'm just trying to stay on the ride and let you guys know what I see. And but you're amazing, Suzanne. Thank you for helping that person. Appreciate it. And
Yeah. Is
and
Christy helping Jenna? Jenna's kind of doing her own thing right now.
mm, she's like uh, she's making a joke and holding a brick, like hitting her in the head with a brick. You know.
Yeah.
So I think she says she's trying to wake her up. And
Yeah.
so there we are. And so,
Hmm.
but she's very, very much there and very present in her. Last time I channeled and talked to her for you a couple of months when she went up there,
Hmm.
very different now, very bright, very light, very happy, and full of life and um, enjoying everything. So I see that.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. I know that will give Mark some peace because he still,
Mm.
struggles with it.
I'm sending him love. I'm sending
Thank
him
you.
love.
Thank
And
you.
we all are. That's your
Hmm.
husband. All
Yeah.
right. I appreciate you. Love you. Tell everybody
Appreciate
hi.
you.
Give
Hmm.
big kiss from me
Hmm.
there.
Thank you.
And so there's you're welcome. But there's a lot of stuff going on the other side, guys. It's a different thing now. And with everything going on different on the other side, everything's going on different here. So we are in a different time here, and we're in a different situation where different things are happening. More is happening. it is more is more. More is not less now. More is more. So we're getting a lot of light, a lot of help, a lot of love. And there was only one thing, the key to getting into all that stuff, and that's appreciation. Appreciate yourself, appreciate God, love God. That's all you got to do. And appreciate, well, no, a couple more things. Appreciate each other. Do that and be one. And if you're one, you'll find that everything does work and happens for you really, really good and really, really easy. And so, if you ask, when I'm also listening to an angel talk to me in my head. Let me go to Daryl. Let me talk to Daryl. And so, and ask the other side what they think. And so that was my earlier topic. Daryl, really quick, because I'm going to go to a bunch of people real fast. And so ask the other side what they think. If you could ask the other side what they think about something, what would the question be?
Is there peace on that side?
Is there peace on that side?
Yeah, on their side too.
On their side?
Will there peace? Will there be peace on both sides?
Yes, eventually is the answer.
Okay.
And that was a collective. I'm seeing. Actually, I'm seeing um, all the angels. They're having a big party out on the cliff walk of Zion Heaven. There's a beautiful cliff walk there and overlooks the ocean. Best energy in all of God's universes is right there. And they're explaining to me, yes. Explaining to you, yes. And
But how
eventually,
soon?
well, as soon as relative. And so they're saying they're explaining to me that eventually, as soon as again, it goes back to appreciation. It's really, it circles back around, and as soon as people appreciate uh, um, their heaven that they already have, then it becomes very solid. And so that's what I see. So
Okay.
there's like I'm listening to them as they talk it over. Um, There's a gift of peace that's coming down to everybody that's watching right now and coming to you, Daryl. And it's a big, giant white dove. And so it's just
Oh,
coming down. It's a big, giant
I
one, though.
feel warm already.
Do you feel that thing? Dale?
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah, my
yeah.
feet. Yeah, my feet are on fire. I got
Oh,
it.
yeah, mine are
And so,
too. They're getting real hot.
yeah. So all you guys just simply ask for this gift of peace, and you'll see a big white dove come into your world. This will create peace in your life, which is really special. Thanks, Daryl. I got to
All right.
run because I got to go to the
Thank
next person.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Daryl.
I love that picture in the background. There's
Well,
Travis, me.
that was strange that about a week before Travis passed away, I had the urge to find that picture on an old computer I had. Something just drove me, kept telling me to get that picture out and use it for a background.
Oh, that's really cool. And send it to me. I'd love to have that. So there's
I sent
Travis,
it to you
me.
once. I know Nils has got it.
Oh, good, good. Okay, Travis, me, Niels, and Dean. There we
Yep.
are. Oh, it's the
A
four
great photo.
Mousketeers. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great photo. That's a
But
great
I
photo.
just shared that with you. I just had it was just like a driving force. Like, look for that picture. Look at that picture.
Well,
But
he looks like that in heaven now, except he's 6'4". He
well,
when you get to heaven, even in the physical heaven, in Zion heaven, you can decide what you want to be, I guess, in every way. So he's 6'4" now. He's not
wow,
short.
he's tall now compared to what he was.
Yeah, he was always mad at being short. Now he's tall. So that's funny.
That's
All
good.
right. That's
Thank you.
cool. All right, thanks, buddy.
You.
That's fun. Oh, that is a good picture. And so, so when I look at you guys, I'm just looking around. I'm looking around, and so let me go to Lisa, if I could, Lisa Berger. And so, hey, my girl. And so you're such a joy. And last time we did the spiritual retreat, you log spiritual gifts and write them down, and you sent me a big old list. Thank you for doing that. And so of all the gifts, because we had so many gifts come down, we couldn't keep track of them all, and so it was really quite amazing. And I thank you for that. And so if you can ask the other side what they think about something, what would you ask the other side? What they think about something? What's the question?
I have so many. What do I do next? Not, it's been interesting. Am I Lisa? I am Lisa. Is that Lisa what they want? That's my question.
Is it they're answering your question with a question, and they ask, is that what you want?
I like who I am.
And they said they do too.
Then why am I so beaten up?
Because you become more spiritually gifted and more sensitive and more empathic. So you're empathing not only, we all have our own junk. So you're empathing your junk, but you're empathing everybody else's too. And this is really super important, guys, because this is something you have to do daily now. Do this daily. Ask God, there's a line of demarcation. If you're below it, you're getting your butt kicked. If you're above it, you're great. You're golden. And so ask God for the spiritual gift of the elevator. And so you want to walk in, imagine this glass elevator, and you can get in the elevator, push the button that says top. And when you push the button, it says, there you go. Now you just floated out of this abyss, Lisa. I see you floating out, and you were below the line of demarcation, and that's why you were getting your butt kicked. And now you float. There you are. Now you just popped out of it. See? As soon as you popped out of it, your forehead started sweating, and your feet got hot. Feel it? Your face is warm. You got light, and now you're going really, really high, and you went all the way up to. There's a big party going on the cliff walk of Zion Heaven, and you're right in the middle of the party, and everybody's hugging you and kissing you, and so they just are hugging you, and so there we are, and I see all the dark energies flying away from all your dimensions. I see many of your higher selves getting freed up. You got back about 250 higher selves that were hung in some hellish hole somewhere. And there they go. Notice how you can breathe better. And I see all this light going through your head. And now I see God putting his spirit inside your body. And so he touched your head, and I see his spirit going into your body, and I see Christ touching you and hugging you, and I saw his spirit going inside of your body. And now I see a host of angels, Michael and a bunch of the others. And they're just putting all this light in there. Then I get a vision of Travis giving you a hug. There he is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's good.
How come I knew that? How come I fell there? And how come I couldn't climb out?
Get the spiritual gift of the elevator.
Okay. I used the obelisk.
Yeah, the elevator. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so because it has this crazy, yeah, it's really
sometimes.
Yeah, but that's all it is. And so you get to imagine this, you put it in your mind's eye and you'll see it, but it's really easy to manifest that gift. And so you just say, God, give me the elevator to get me out of this dark hole. And so you'll go above the line of demarcation. You'll pop out of the darkness, go into the light. You hit the top floor and you're going to go all the way up to Zion Heaven and get Zion Heaven gifts. And that'll keep you above it, because you have to get those real extreme gifts to stay above it, because the planet Earth has a lot of things going on that is not peace, and you have to go up to that vibration of peace. And so now then your feet are getting warmer and warmer as you go. Feel that? It's kind of crazy. I can feel it. And so your head's quiet.
I just want to tell others. I tried. I just walked through the valley of death and trying to pop out.
You did.
Of others.
You just did. Don't loop.
I know, but I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to do it with God and
No,
the angels. I wanted to do it on my own.
You just did it. Shut the hell up. You just
I
did
will.
it. That's it. Don't loop. You just did it. You just did it. And so now your head's quiet. Listen to that. It's there. You've been arguing with yourself for days and days and days, and you're still doing it. Don't argue with yourself. But you're out of it though. See, you feel totally different. I can feel how you feel. Yeah, you'll be all right. Talk
Thank
to you
you.
soon. Big kiss. There you go. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Love you, Lisa.
Yeah, sometimes when you pop out of your hole, it's actually hard to believe you actually did. And so you'll go, what is going on with me? But you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I
You'll be
think
fine.
sometimes we just beat ourselves up too much.
Yeah. Let me speak to Christine Klein.
Oh my God, I had her on my list too. I still got quite a
Yay.
few people, but okay, hold on. She was watching the fireworks. She was sharing the fireworks with us. Thank you,
Oh, were
Christina.
you?
Yeah,
Oh, you
Christina.
were.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and mute.
Oh, happy 4th of July, everybody. I should have said that
Yes,
a long time ago. Yeah.
Here I am. Happy 4th.
Hey, that's good. So you're watching the fireworks. Where are you watching the fireworks? Where are you? Minneapolis or where?
Oh
Are
no,
you
there's
in,
a delay.
oh, you're in Minneapolis?
She is. I believe she is, but her
Yeah, Rose?
yeah. Fireworks are going off right now above our house because we're right down the street from Durango, so I can hear all the fireworks.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. That's good. Anyway, well, I'm projecting lots of love to you, Christine. I don't know if I'll be able to get you back.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there we over
Okay.
there. Okay. If you could ask
It was weird. It was like slow motion.
yeah, if you could ask the other side what they think, what question would you ask?
Oh, that's a tough one. I've been thinking about that. Just like how like a spiritual person to get themselves up to Zion heaven, how do we do it ourselves? Like if we don't have anybody to help us.
Excuse me. You can do it. Just do it.
Okay.
Just get this elevator.
Okay.
Imagine this elevator and get in it.
Yeah.
It looks like a glass elevator, and hit the top button and just go.
Okay.
There, you just did it. You just did it right then.
Okay, cool. I did that last week too.
Okay, you did it that quick though. See, now your forehead's sweating. I can see it, right? And you're feeling all light inside, and you did it. You did it in your mind that fast.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so realize the gifts now come really fast and furious. I mean, they come bam, 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 bam. You don't have to think about it a long time. You don't have to work on it. You don't have to sit and meditate for 12 hours. You don't really have to do all that. I mean, if you want to, whatever you want to do, if you got plenty of time on your hands, but you don't have to do it that way. You can actually do it easier than ever before, and it comes faster than ever before. The beat is faster. Like
I noticed things have been happening fast.
Fast. It's really fast, and the energy is really, really it's sped up, and so you will be able to do it really quick. And so you can't go at the old pace you were at. Spiritually speaking, and see that's what you're doing. You're trying to do that old pace, and that don't work for you. You realize because when you barely thought about going up, you flew up. When you barely thought about this glass elevator hitting the button that says top and going all the way up, you went like a rocket ship, you see. And so I watched it. I saw you do it, and then I could see the difference in your physiology. I saw your forehead sweating. I felt your whole body get warm because I'm an empath, and I'll feel that. So you look how good you feel right now.
Oh, I feel much better.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you one more thing. That's all you got to do. Okay. Do that. Anyway, I love you. Happy 4th of July.
Hey, Gary, can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
About Tanner, he's having some marriage problems. He didn't tell me what it was, but they're going to go to couples counseling. So I was just wondering if you can clear them. Tanner and Kaylee.
I did. There we are. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He looks better. He looks brighter.
Okay, do you
Yeah.
know if my pastor's gonna leave? Because he's an asshole.
You can't say that about your pastor.
Yeah, I do.
He's your boss, though, right? He's your boss.
Yes.
So you're cussing a priest. Look at you. So you're going
You
to
had
hell.
that cussing show and I was cussing away and cussing away.
Hey, he actually has another gig already lined up, so that's what I see.
Oh, we're gonna get somebody else?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, do you know if we'll find a renter for the school? Because I prayed that bitch principal would be gone and she's gone, but now we need a renter.
It looks like all of your stuff levels out.
It'll all work out.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
kind of how I feel.
Yeah, it looks like it's on its way. Just be patient. That's what I say.
Okay, yep.
Right.
I'm
That's
drinking
good.
through it.
Good luck, honey.
All right,
Happy
thanks,
Fourth.
Gary.
It's so funny. I love it.
Happy-
She is so fun. Funny fun. I love it.
Happy
So
Fourth. Happy Fourth. When I'm looking at you guys, I'm just clearing your energy. I'm trying to clear everybody's energy that I'm seeing. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I'm just seeing all this light going into your body. I want you to imagine a big, giant God matrix coming down and going into your body. Okay? And imagine this God matrix going into your body. Looks a whole lot like Michelle's background, frankly. And so just see this going down into your body and going down through your whole body. And with this God matrix, manifest whatever it is you want. Just think about what you want. Think about what you want and tell God thank you and appreciate him for what he's already done. And when you appreciate him for what he's already done and what he's doing, then you'll find you'll get exactly what you want. It works like that. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Come to our retreat. We got a retreat already scheduled. It's September 17th. Call Michelle, 702-822-0548. 702-822-0548. Call me for a private reading. And I'm looking at the same time, just project light and love and peace. And we want everybody to be having a peaceful time on this planet Earth, not just us. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Happy 4th of July. I love you. I appreciate you. And call us up again, 702-822-0548 for a booking into the retreat coming up September 17th, as well as you can also check it out. Call Michelle, 702-822-0548, or join us virtually, or call me up for a private reading, 800-827-GARY. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And